friends, it's Evelyn here and welcome back to the channel. As always, broken record time. A huge thank you to everyone out there for continuing to support me. It has been so overwhelming and it means so much, so thank you very, very much indeed. Big smiles, as always, caused by you, so thank you very, very much. This week we are back to some pattern drafting and I decided to pop on an upload for a skirt block creation. Yes, so you've already created hopefully your bodice block, your sleeve block, your trouser block, and now it's time to add your skirt block if you haven't already done so on the Legally Blonde cosplay video. This is an incredibly easy block to create, so if you've been a little bit overwhelmed with the ones from before, I promise you this one is even more accessible than the ones before. So grab a smile, grab a cuppa, grab your pattern making paper and some pens and come along with me and create your very own skirt block to your own measurements. I promise you can do this. Let's go. Look at this sun. Love the sun so much. It's like a sun dance. Similar to my food dance, but my food dance is more like okay, be calm. Concentrate. So grab your pattern making supplies, some pattern paper, your scissors, a tape measure and rulers, a marker pen and pencil, and an eraser. You will need the following measurements to create your skirt block: your hip measurement, waist measurement, the distance between your waist and hips, and your desired skirt length. As always, there is also a written précis below in the description box, so make sure to give that a look over too. Also, don't be afraid to pop a comment down below and I will endeavour to help you. Today I am drafting at 50% scale just so you can see everything on the screen. To begin drafting your skirt block, we are going to plot a rectangle on your pattern paper. The height of this rectangle is your desired skirt length. The width of your rectangle is half of your hip measurement plus ½ inch of ease plus dart amounts. Now for your darts, standard darts on a skirt block are 2 darts in the back and 1 in the front, each of which is ½ inch, for a total of 1.5 inches. However, if the difference between your hips and waist is greater than 10 inches, I suggest you make each of your darts a full 1 inch for a total of 3 inches. This really helps when fitting to a curvier figure. Next, draw a vertical line in the centre of this rectangle, effectively cutting it into 2. The left-handed side is going to be the back of your skirt block and the right will form the front. Working on the back, we are going to plot 1/4 of our waist measurement plus 2 darts from the top left-hand corner towards the centre, making a mark like so. We are then going to make a mark ½ inch above this mark, then joining this point to the top left-hand corner like so, drawing in our back waistline. Measure that new created waistline and divide it into thirds, marking them like so. From the top corners, we are then going to plot our waist to hip measurement, drawing a horizontal line across like so. This is our hip line. Join the waistline to the hip line at the centre using a curved line. It can really help to use a French curve here. Now we are going to create the darts in the back of our skirt block. Darts are used in dressmaking to create shape and form. To create a guideline for our darts, I am going to draw a straight line from the edge of that upper line to the hip line at the centre like so. I've done so in marker pen, but I suggest you do so in pencil. We are now going to use this guideline to create our darts from the third marks we marked earlier. And a gridded ruler is really helpful here because you can place it along the guideline and get perfect parallel lines for your darts. The dart closest to the hip curve is a standard 5 inches long. And the second dart closest to centre back is a standard 5.5 inches long. What I suggest you do here is when you are creating your first skirt, baste your darts with a longer stitch and try the skirt on. You can then decide whether you need to lengthen or shorten your darts personally for you. To draw in your darts, plot half of the width either side of the points at the waistline. Then, using a ruler, join these points to the end of your drafted parallel lines. There you have it, your back darts. Believe it or not, that is actually the back of your block completed. So now it's time to get working on the front. As for the back, we are going to plot 1/4 of our waist measurement, plus this time 1 dart from the top right hand corner in towards the centre of our pattern, making a mark. Once again, we are going to make a second mark 1/2 inch above this, joining this mark to that top right hand corner like so, creating our front waistline. Draw in your front hip line curve by joining the edge of the waistline to the hip line at the centre of the pattern like so. Divide the front waistline by 3 and mark the third that is closest to the hip curve. Create a guideline for your front dart by joining the edge of the waistline to the centre at the hip line with a straight line like so. Using this guideline, draw a parallel line from your marked third point that measures 4.75 inches, the standard amount for a front dart on a skirt block. To draw in your front dart, plot half of its width either side of that third mark, and then using a straight ruler, join those points to the end of your parallel line like so. There you have it, your front dart. And there you have it, your basic skirt block is complete. Now get to cutting it out, leaving some excess paper at the top. To accurately cut out your pattern around your darts, score the darts like so to enable you to fold the pattern paper, making sure to protect any surfaces. Folding your darts like this on a pattern and then cutting a smooth line makes for a more accurate pattern and a neater garment when you come to construct it too. And here is my completed block at 100%. As you can see, I've added some labels stating what the pattern is. I've also added a fold sign on the skirt front. Remember, there are no seam allowances on this pattern, so be sure to add those while you are cutting out. So there you have it, how to create your very own skirt block to your own personal measurements. And having blocks like these really does help with your sewing and with your fitting of garments. Not only can you use these blocks to create your very own patterns, but they also really come in handy when you are using a pattern that you have bought. If you take the bought pattern and your block pattern, you can compare the two together to see how the garment might fit. You can also use them to adapt patterns that you have bought, and we'll be doing so really soon here on the channel. But I hear you say, come on Evelyn, let's use this skirt block. So you'll also be happy to hear that we'll be using these blocks on the channel very shortly. And as I've said many times before, these blocks really have countless possibilities. We can manipulate and move the darts, we can add new style lines, we can even use a technique called slash and spread to create any type of garment you like, and we'll be doing more of that here on the channel soon. We'll also be using this skirt block together with your bodice block to create a full dress block very soon too. So make sure you hit that all important subscribe button so you don't miss anything here on the channel. Again, I'm gonna say it again, broken record, thank you so much for all of the support. It really does. It's absolutely, totally, yeah. Thank you so much. So until next week, take care. Bye-bye. Do you think they know that you're happy? It's like... My cheeks hurt so much.